Are 3 non-negotiable tools that I use every single time I deadlift to protect the state of my low back. And I know this firsthand because 10 years ago, I actually hurt my low back and I was buckled on a couch for about a week. And these 3 things actually helped me recover to the point where I can then deadlift competently in the future. Now, first things first is you want to release those hip flexors. Hip flexors and the psoas, if they are tight, because you've been sitting down all day, they're preventing you from accessing hip extension. And a deadlift is hip extension. So if you can't even get there normally, releasing this tissue is going to make a huge difference. And if you've got low back pain, it's going to make massive strides already. Now, next one you want to do is that you want to make sure that the glutes are activated. And this is where simple exercises like glute band walks come into play, because if the brain is able to fire up those glutes, the glutes are primary movers in deadlifting. And when you go to pick things up off the ground, if the mind-muscle connection is not there, your low back is going to take way too much of the hit, and then all of a sudden, you're going to be in trouble. And then finally, the third one, and this one's a bit counterintuitive, but you actually want to train your hip flexors. So as a warm-up, I will always spend time doing reverse squats where I'm pulling my knees into that hip flex position. And the reason this is valuable is because if I can access and have good strength in a hip flex position, then the starting position of the deadlift is very comfortable. And then that way, when I go to push up off the ground, I'm not putting my low back in any kind of bad state. So having really good hip flexors and having your glutes activated are absolutely essential. And obviously you're going to need some good technique, but these 3 things are definitely going to keep your low back safe for years to come.